Hey, what's up guys, AK Tech here, and this is my review of the 2017 MacBook Pro 13-inch model with Touch Bar. So it's been about 4 months since I got this laptop and I've been using it as my daily driver ever since. So in this video, I'm gonna share my experience, some positives and negatives. So let's go! So first off, talking about the build quality, it's very impressive. The whole outer body is constructed with aluminium, which gives the laptop a particular polished surface and a superior build quality. Out of all the laptops out there, I think the MacBook Pro has got the best of the builds. Moving on to the performance, this Mac is powered by a 3.1 GHz dual-core 7th Gen Intel's i5 processor along with 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of SSD-based storage. Now I must say the performance for me has been massive. There were no lags, stutters whatsoever, and coming from a Windows platform, I think I'm more than satisfied for choosing the Mac. Now coming to the battery, Apple had promised 10 hours of usage on a full charge. For me, on an average use, which includes stuff like web surfing, watching YouTube videos, creating and editing documents, etc., I got an hour or two more than the promised battery life. But on using the CPU-intensive applications such as Logic Pro X, I barely got 4.5 hours of use until I had to replug it in. And charging the Mac to 100% takes about an hour and 15 minutes, so I would say battery life is decent. Moving over to the best part of owning this laptop are its monstrous speakers. Literally, this laptop is the only one out there which has the best and the loudest built-in speakers ever. Apple has done a tremendous job in this sector. The sound is clear, vibrant with decent bass.
You shout aloud, but I can't hear a word you say. I'm talking loud, not saying much. Bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, far away. Ricochet, take your aim. Far away, far away. Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I'm titanium.
Lastly, the most talked about issue was the lack of ports. The MacBook Pro has got 4 USB-C ports. Seriously guys, this actually isn't a big problem. I use the Hyperdrive multi-port dongle and it's fabulous. It's got 2 USB-A ports, 1 full-sized SD card reader, 1 micro SD card reader, 2 USB-C ports and even an HDMI port. The only issue I've faced with this dongle is that it gets hot on use, but even then, performance isn't compromised. So overall, I think I made a good choice to move over from the Windows to the Mac platform, as things are just much more snappier and easier to perform, especially with all the trackpad gestures. I'm not very particular about a lot of apps, nor am I a gamer, so I think the Mac was my better choice. But there are some things that I found difficult with or not satisfied about the Mac. First and foremost is the App Store, which feels very insufficient of the apps. Compared to the number of apps available on Windows, the available apps on Mac are very few. Out of the few available apps, most of them are paid versions and are not very easily affordable. The rest are just useless. This was the one thing that I found difficult on the transition. Another issue that I faced with the Mac just for once was its inability to boot up. When I was using Logic Pro 10, the computer just abruptly shut down and did not start back until the next day. There was this heating issue also, but I guess this was because maybe the CPU had got overloaded and overheated and the computer had to shut itself down to cool. But apart from this one problem that I faced, there were no other problems that came by. It's been 4 months and I'm very happy about this computer and how it handles all the work like a boss. So for those who care a lot about lag-free performance, snappy multitasking, good battery, solid display and great speakers, I think the MacBook Pro is the best choice. But if you're more into apps, customizations and gaming, I think Windows would be your cup of tea.
So it's not
Alright folks, and that's a wrap. If you like this video, go ahead and click that like button and subscribe to my channel for more such exciting tech videos. Till the next one, this is Adit, sayonara.